So I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and a little bit before that, I set up a Q&A. I haven't answered any questions yet, but I have all the questions ready to answer, so that's what we're gonna do here. So the first question is actually 3 questions. The first one is, are you actually interested in weather, and do I know anything about it? Yes, I'm really interested in weather. I do know a little bit about, like, just general meteorology and whatever, but I'm not, like, incredibly smart, but I'm still learning a lot. How do I get a PC, 2 terabytes of storage, and other stuff in my setup at the age of 14? I have a big family, I get lucky on birthdays, and I don't have anything else. And last one is, what was the coolest weather-related event that I've experienced in real life / personally? So it was never really classified as anything, but in 2022, in the month of June, there was either a really high power squall or a low power derecho. I always get yelled at for pronouncing that word wrong. Yeah, a bug just landed on my nose. But yeah, there were really strong winds, and like, I was looking out my window, which was a terrible idea. There could have been a branch flying into it, but like, I looked out my window and saw the car shaking. It was really cool. However, what wasn't cool is the power was out for like a week. On to the next question. What's one thing that keeps me motivated to make Twisted content? There's a lot of things. The community, I mean, it's mainly you guys. I mean, I really do like just the factor of what can I do to improve more, and just like setting goals for myself. It just keeps me going. Especially right now, I'm like super motivated because I'm coming out of a dry spell for content. And then this one could get controversial. Who's my favorite Twisted content creator? Obviously, besides myself. So, as far as like general content goes, I'm gonna have to say you, Kraz. But as far as like editing and whatever, I'm gonna have to go with Tofu because, like, I mean, how can you not like his editing style? I mean, even in his non-Twisted videos, his style is so good. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have seen his DCS World cinematics, but they are amazing. Question number 4, we've got the strangest thing I've ever seen in Twisted. Now, I've seen a lot of weird things in Twisted, but that is generally hard for me to say. I mean, the strangest thing I've seen in Twisted is probably, I'd have to say, the 1.3 mile wide tornado on an enhanced risk back from 1.18.1. That was a while ago now. Next up, we got, which version of Twisted did I start in? You started in 1.17. Same here, I started in 1.17.0. I remember I grinded a ton to get the charger, and then they dropped 1.18.1, and I just used Robux to get the Robux to get the Div 2. I'm amazing at English. Next up, we got, how did me and Kraz meet? So there used to be, like, every Twisted content creator ever was a part of this Minecraft server, and the first time I ever talked to Kraz was there, and then I, like, didn't talk to him for, like, a little while, and then we met again through a video right about when 1.19 came out, and then we basically did every video together ever since. Now, next up, we've got, I'm sorry in advance, what would you do if Krazblocks did not exist? Now, if he never existed in the first place, as in he was never born, then I wouldn't know any difference because I wouldn't have met him in the first place. But if I found out he died, I'd cry on the spot. Next up, we've got, why did I start playing Twisted? Now, this is something that I'm, like, never asked. But the main reason I've started playing Twisted is because back in the day, I was just extremely bored on Roblox with my friend. And then I saw an ad for a tornado game. Then I didn't remember the ad, but like a couple hours later, I searched up tornado, and then Twisted was the first thing that popped up. I played, I got hooked, and here we are now. Next up, we got what made me come up with WEG. Well, funny story, I kind of didn't come up with WEG. That was a term that was used for like a little while before I like got kind of popular, but I could be mistaken, but I believe the term was originally created by RJP. Twister. Honestly, W movie. One of my favorites. Next up, we got, can I have your age, height, weight, social security number, your home address, and your bank account? No. Next up, we got, how does making 7-year-olds cry when they get banned from the server for underage make me feel? And why? Well, my first thought of that is like, your first mistake is being 7 years old and thinking it was a good idea to get Discord. And why? Well, I guess I'm kind of neutral about it, so like, I mean, Terms of service exist for a reason. Do I enjoy history class? Normally, I would enjoy history class, but this year the story's different because I absolutely despise my history teacher because he like literally doesn't teach his class. He just sits in his chair and does nothing all day. And I've had a bad history with him too because like, you know, he used to be my neighbor. So yeah, that's not off to a great start. Do I have a favorite class in school? Okay, I'm gonna sound super nerdy, but algebra, because I just have a ton of friends in that class, and it's a generally easy class. Like, I don't have a difficult time passing it, and it's an advanced class, so that's always cool. Next up we have, do I plan to become a storm chaser in real life in the future? Yes. Next up what we've got is, what are my highest wins? 227 plus 100. I refuse to say 327. It is just 227 plus 100 just sounds better. Next up we got, what are my plans for the future? Play Twisted, but in real life. What's my smallest tornado? I don't really remember my smallest tornado, but I think it was somewhere around 300 feet wide. It was incredibly small. And somehow it was on a high risk. And the lowest cape I've gotten was, if I remember this correctly, I think it was 289. My opinion on the thermo system, it's good where it's at. If they change it again, I'm going to literally cry. And now we have Drake Knight with a monster message of 13 questions. Number 1, how did you feel when you joined the Twisted community? I saw an ad for the game, I joined, I played, and I was like, hey, this game's cool. And then I came back and I was like, you know, I like this place. It's like not toxic for once, so I'm gonna stay here. Next up we have, what made me want to record Twisted videos? I was mildly addicted to the game, and I already had a YouTube channel in the past, so I was like, hey, why don't I just do this? Would I ever leave Twisted? Most likely if like the devs stopped updating the game, or if I just moved to do like real life stuff instead. But even if I went to do real life stuff instead, I'd probably still come back to the game every now and then. How did I find Twisted? I saw an advertisement for a tornado game, and then like 2 hours later I was like, hey, that seemed interesting. So I searched it up. Twisted was the first thing that came up, and now we're here. How did I feel about Twisted 1.17 or 1.18? 1.17 was the best update for content ever. It was like so much fun. I did kind of get burnt out on the game though for a little bit. And 1.18 was an absolutely amazing update, kind of where I like blew up, so that's got some credit there. And how did I feel about the 1.19 release? At first I kind of like hated it. Honestly, I thought the update was terrible at first, and then they dropped 1.19.1 with the addition of drones and whatever, and then I kind of got used to it. It's not my favorite update ever, but, well, it works. And it's still a fun game, too. Will I have more collabs with other people? If new creators pop up, and occasionally if like every WEG seeker ever is online at the same time, and obviously if I get invited to play with some bigger creators, I'll do that too. I mean bigger creators by like Jesse or Tofu. Would I be interested to use other games for content? Absolutely. I've been wanting to get some friends together to record maybe like a horror game together or something, but I've never really just found a time that'll work out correctly. But I really want to do like some other content with like different people that's like nothing related to Twisted at all. How do I feel about WEG seekers? I've honestly considered leaving a couple times, I can't lie, but I think I am gonna at least try to stay in it for quite a while more. I don't know, it's just rare that I collab with someone in the WEG Seekers other than Kraz. What's my favorite Roblox game? Is this even a real question? Duh, it's Twisted. What do you think I was gonna say? What's my favorite interceptor? This is a good one because I don't talk about it that much, but Dominator 2. It like actually makes sense because Dominator 3 looks like a train or a vacuum cleaner, and Dominator 1 looks like a shoe, but Dominator 2 actually looks like really cool. How much money do I currently have in Twisted? Gosh, hold on, let me load up the game real quick. My gosh, if it didn't take me 11 retries to get in. $2,380,110 is what I currently have in Twisted. And lastly, what is my most played game on Roblox? Again, is this even an actual question? Of course it's gonna be twisted. I don't even really play anything else on Roblox. Anyway, I'm assuming this one's gonna be a little bit shorter, so I'm just gonna do it. Thanks for all your amazing questions, and most of all, thanks for 1,000 subscribers. And for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.